Back to Imperial Goddess Diaries. Today we're going to be talking about the energy around the new moon in Leo. Now, usually these videos I've started to go through what's going on with the rising signs, but I'm actually not going to do that at the moment. I'm actually going to go and stick to that with my TikTok videos, and I'm going to tell you what is happening depending on your rising sign. But these videos I'm just going to be focusing on the energy and things that we need to be remembering and focusing on, and the themes that's rolling around at the moment. So this particular new moon, it has so much connected to it and there's so much to go through. So let's get started. Whether or not you do follow astrology, or if you've been just feeling something a little bit different in the air at the moment, it's because this has been a wild experience. And it started with Venus retrograde, Leo season, and it has steamrolled through all of us. Like I have seen breakdowns, breakups, things falling apart, things just changing, like just complete dramatic change. And this has been just like wilder than I've experienced before. This is a really pivotal point of the year, I feel. And especially this Venus retrograde is showing us where we need to stand tall within ourselves and what we just won't cop anymore. It has removed everything now that just doesn't serve us, and it's just been sitting in our way, which is actually quite amazing that it's been doing that. And not only it's been doing that, I feel like it's been moving us forward into a bigger, better place for ourselves and the way that we feel internally as well. I know I have felt major shifts within myself, my external world and my internal world. I have experienced some loss, and as energetically draining as it is, there's nothing like a little bit of cord cutting and a little bit of meditation, and you sit and you just understand the things happening exactly where they're supposed to. I personally had a glow up since. Crazy, I know, and I've made a video about it on my TikTok. I've literally had a glow up from loss. It's crazy. It's wild. And I love that for me. Trust me. It's in true Leo fashion that I had just feel myself so much more kind of like myself that I felt maybe like 10 years ago, pre-awakening, but just with better conscience. This new moon specifically, the focus is going to be around you and around what you are going to be embodying and how much you are going to be fully embracing yourself without any outside limitations. Oh my God, my dog. A lot of drama and chaos surrounding this new moon, especially because we have it squaring Uranus, which is the planet of unexpected. It's an unexpected planet. It does whatever the fuck it wants. Its ruler is Aquarius. Aquarius is opposite Leo. Do you see like there's like a whole lot of shit going on? There's going to be potentially a whole lot of just major breakthroughs and changes within people and with their external world, which I think is great. I would just be cautious of what's going on instead of being afraid of what's going on, because we shouldn't really fear anything because everything is happening for our greater good anyway. Things are going to be coming together in a really unprecedented and unpredicted way. And what I suggest to everyone is just to hold true to themselves as well, because while the new moons are new beginnings and this is a new part of you that's coming into this, stepping into this consciousness, there's a lot of planets in retrograde. We've got some more happening in the next couple of weeks. We've got Mercury's coming in, we've got Jupiter's coming in, and so we're all going to be because obviously retrograde, backwards, reevaluate, all of that sort of stuff. We're going to be understanding that we need to take a step back and move forward. But this is just kind of like prying open what I believe, what I feel. It's prying you open to your deeper self and who you really, really need to be. But also the beauty of Leo is that it's asking you to shine no matter what. And what I love about Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is your soul. So are you right now feeling like you're being broken open into the soul, the person that you're supposed to be, or the person that you have always dreamt of being? Are you stepping into that version of you, or are you still kind of like holding back from external forces? Are there people still out there controlling you and what you should be doing? Do you feel like you have shame around what you want to be doing? And that's a really, really big factor right now, because the Black Moon Lilith, she's actually conjunct the moon, the sun and Venus, which is all in Leo. We've got this powerhouse of planets right now pushing you into where you're supposed to be. And Lilith, as if no one knows what Lilith's about, Lilith is an asteroid. She's basically, it's a big story about her, but basically what she is she's allowing you to uncover the things about you that you have been held tight and been told that you need to be shameful for. She's the breakthrough. She's the complete breakthrough of you. She stands there and makes you realize, I don't want to stand for this anymore. I do not want to be less than. I don't want to be made to feel less than because of the choices that I've made. I want to be me, and I'm going to step fully and be me. And that's a really powerful conjunction between her, the sun, which is you, Venus, which is our relationships and love, and then the moon, which is our internal self. So we have a lot going on in Leo right now, but Lilith is just telling you, fuck everyone, do what you want to be doing, push yourself out of it and move forward without the shame. Like, we have been shamed too much in society for things that we have done, things that we may have chosen to do, a lot paths that we have chosen ourselves. Fuck that. Fuck feeling shame. I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of feeling shame on people made to feel shame because of things, because of outdated ideologies, because of small-minded bullshit. This is not a channel. If you have a small mind, if you are judgmental towards people's decisions that they're making that's better for themselves, this is not the place where you should be. You need to leave. Like, just period. With Leo is a sign that invites you to stand in your fullest potential. If it wants you to be brighter than life, it is the sun. It wants you to shine. So why aren't you still shining? You know, why aren't you still going out there and just being like your fullest beautiful version of yourself? Why? Like, it's just all these things. It's going to make you think about it. But because it's a new moon, it's the planting of the seeds so that you can embrace this big version of you. But while all these planets are in retrograde and all of the things that are coming out, like at the moment, especially with this retrograde, especially with all these planets just like sitting in this specific areas, and you've got Uranus just about to fuck things up, like it in the square. It's just kind of like you are just rebuilding you at this present time and rebuilding what you need to within yourself, but also planting the seeds of like the future version of yourself that you really deserve to be. I feel that this specific new moon is about embracing your autonomy. And like I just said before, being held back by everything that's external is possibly something that some of us have felt for some time. And again, Lilith is like, just check it up. Be you, you know, be who you want to be, and jump into what you feel is right for you. But it's just more just like, how much are you going to value yourself enough to push through that? Because I feel like Venus retrograde has shown us our value. It's shown me mine, like 100%. Like, have so much more value and love for myself in the circumstances that I had to deal with. And I'm like, no, I'm a fucking legend, and I will continue to be, and I'll only be a better one in the future because I'll continue to love myself more. You know, how much more of a fucking legend can you be? You know what I mean? I've been, actually for the past few weeks, I've been doing a little bit of channeling, and I've kind of tapped into it. I've seen one of my friends, she's a little psychic, and she's like, Louisa, like, you have this ability, just go and do it. And I've actually been doing it for the past few weeks, and it's been coming out with some really cool things. I've been more doing it for myself, but I've been doing a couple for the collective. And this is kind of me going, like, my Gemini brain kind of goes, do you know enough yet? Because obviously, like, logic and information is everything to Gemini, which I love information. But it's like, do you have all the information yet? But now I'm like, no, like, I actually do. But I'm gonna use you to help me with that. So you see how I kind of like worked with this moon and this Venus retrograde. It goes, no, I'm gonna push through and go, no, I actually know this information. So these are the thing when I was like deep in meditation, laying there, body's buzzing, so much fun. These are the things that I actually wrote down when I was doing my channeling. So it's asking to welcome the changes that are coming in. This is, I think, have a lot to do with the Uranus square. I've written down, this is a pivotal point where people understand their own value. This is a huge point of like, hey, actually, no, I'm meant to be here. I'm meant to be doing this. Or I'm actually not meant to be doing this. I'm meant to be doing something better and more aligned with me. So that's something really huge. It's like a really big notion of self-value. And it's rattling the cage of stagnancy. Are you still stagnant? You know, are you still just sitting there not fucking doing anything? You know, are you still sitting there just scared of what everyone's going to think? Or are you scared that you don't know enough information? Are you scared that you, don't look the part? Are you scared that your flavor isn't matching everyone else's flavor? That's why you won't get the views or you won't get everything. So are you still stagnant because you need to perfect certain things? No, you just need to get out there and just completely be yourself. I also wrote down something massive. Leo is leaving no stone unturned. And I mean that in the most literal sense. It's no stone will be left unturned. We have a few days left of Leo season until we go to Virgo season, where we start to just focus and align and structure and have routine. But Leo's like, I'm just gonna fuck some more shit up before we do that. And then you can start like organizing your life when I'm gone. And I feel like it's really doing that. So what the biggest thing that will probably be happening is you'll be manifesting, because obviously new moons are for manifesting, but I just believe that manifesting at times like this, you should be manifesting you, like the you that you want to be. Everything else will come, but it's just like the you. So it's the change within you. Write down the you that you want to become, or that you want to embody, or that you kind of already have embodied, but you're just like, okay, is there a couple of more things I need to be tweaking? And you write down the extra things that you want. If you know scripting is something that you organize through in your manifestation process. One last thing that I will say is, where are you still leaving yourself behind? I mean that in the way of, where are you and your internal world not coming together in complete unity? And I think a lot of the time when we opt for growth, we opt for growth in the outside world and our outside perception, but everything comes from the internal, you know. And are we still ashamed of this part of us? Are we still ashamed of that part of us? And, you know, decisions that we made, this goes back to the Lilith. This goes back to, you know, her just amplifying the fact that, like, who gives a fuck what you've done or what you're doing? You should do that without shame. So I think when I wrote that down, I had to sit there and think about it. When I wrote that down, it was like, what parts of you are you still forgetting about? What parts of you are you still just shadowing on? You're just stamping that. You're going, no, I just don't want to deal with that part of me. But maybe that part of us is the reason why we can go forward. You know what I mean? It's the part of us that amplifies and can help us through. I find that what I have realized a lot lately is that in the face of adversity, you're between a wall, and on the other side of that is exactly what you need to be doing. But this wall is the reason why you haven't done it yet. And obviously that's true, but it's flipping the coin and going, how can I look at it from another angle? I feel like I think about this past version of myself and I feel icky. But what did that teach me? You know, what did I get from that? What did I experience through that? And this energy alchemy is so fucking fantastic. Once you understand it fully, is transcending everything that you've learned and everything you've experienced and flipping it to the other side of the coin and a different way of reacting to it. And when you react to it in a different way, everything almost like shatters, and all of the for me, all of the surrounding sort of negative notions just kind of fall away, and I just look at it from like, oh, this is my objective perspective. This is what I experienced from it. This is what I learned. But look where I am now. You know, look at the things that I've been able to get through now. You know, it's like me, like leading with love is like something that I knew when I was so young, and then I stopped for a while, and I didn't do it to the fullest potential, despite how many times I've been hurt and burnt by people in the past. So I stopped leading with love so many points, but I still did a little bit. I was a little bit too scared. I was like dipping my toes in the water, and then kind of like it grew on me and I felt safe, and then I got shut down again. But maybe if you lead with love every single time, then you can look back and know that you've led with love every time, and that enriches you fully. That's just an example that I have that I just thought of. But yeah, what parts of you are still leaving behind and not acknowledging, because maybe those parts of you are the ones that you need to bring with you to be that biggest version of yourself. Because our past is, because time's not linear, but it's an experience, however, that's enriched our soul. That can come with us, that can help us, and that's going to maybe even be the little bridge to jump over to that other side when you flip the coin and go, huh, that's why, you know? So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. That is, check out my TikTok page, is where I'll show you where all the rising signs where Leo's gonna be sitting the new moon Leo is going to be sitting in that part of your chart. And if you guys do like this content, please do subscribe. I actually do readings as well. So any kinds of readings, obviously I do North Node, South Node readings, empowerment readings. And if you want a full chart reading, I can do some of those as well. But please do message me, DM me, or if you have any questions, I do like a ask me a question selection as well. So if you do like ask me 3 questions, like $50, I will do like a detailed message if you want to write it in. I'll actually probably record it. Something for you to understand and take on board with you if you have any deeper questions about your chart or anything about consciousness as well. So yeah, so obviously subscribe and like it if you want. You should anyway. You guys have the best day.